For the first part of Center 5, we suggest that you have it set up a little bit away from where you're going to do the craft for Center 5. Ideally, there will be 2 volunteers at this station, and you can have the items organized by categories of what contains honey or bee components versus non-bee components. You could always have the kids put them into groups if that feels like it will work well for you, and just have a quick discussion about what they're surprised about, like shoe polish, having wax in it, and maybe what makes sense. The fruit is supposed to represent that bees pollinate fruit, even though this is fake. It's more what bees have part of in making. And then if you have 2 volunteers, the other one could be putting together the craft. There's also a sheet that goes over all the items in the different categories of what has bee-ness versus what does not. That can help you. And then when you get to the craft part, there's an instruction sheet that you would want to pass out when the kids are ready to start the craft. Have fun. This is Center 5. It is titled Be Creative. You want to set up this center somewhere where you're close to an outlet, because there's a chance you'll need to use a hairdryer to heat up the wax materials. To start, before you give any of the supplies out to the students, you just want to hold up one of these triangles of wax and just have them kind of explore it. You can show it to them. What do they notice? Have them do just a quick little share about the things they see before you give them the materials to make the candle. To do this craft, you'll set out a piece of wax paper for each kid's working station. That way we don't get wax all over their tables. And they'll have 1 triangle and a wick. I'm going to demonstrate how to do it. The actual wax can feel hard and can crack easily if it's not warmed up. So you want to use a low setting to heat it up a little bit. Not too hot, because then it can melt it. You'll notice as it heats up, it will start to get a curve in it, which means that it's more pliable. The kids are going to take their wick and they're going to put it on the short end of the triangle, and you're going to instruct them to first press over just the one edge. If for some reason when they first start doing it, it's not soft enough and it cracks, that's okay. You can just cut off that little piece and keep going with it. Once they have this shape, just point out to them that this flat edge here is going to be the bottom of their candle. So they want to keep going along that so that it stays flat. That way it's able to stand up later. And then slowly they will start to put even pressure using their fingers to roll the candle, checking to make sure that this is staying flat on the bottom. If they notice that it's not rolling very well, you could always use the hairdryer to warm it up again. And then they just keep rolling, putting pressure on it as they go. I didn't do a very good job keeping that flat. And then at the end, if it's a little bit jagged on top of their wax paper, they can push it down. You could use the hairdryer again to blast it one more time and really push in the edges, and they'll be able to take this home with them to have a real wax candle made from bees.